Guys, I learned a lot building this new insert, the Xcode. I started out stupid, simple like this, small, real easy to print. I was looking for the cheapest, most effective way. I thought the air gap was going to work for me. It didn't. I mean, it done its thing, but it wasn't what it should have been. And I ended up working through all of these different designs, internal structures, external structures, ribs, riblets, center ribs, which also did not work out, by the way. It ended up being a split line in the insert. So I went through all of these different variations to come up with this right here. Let me show you. And here you go, gentlemen. This is it right here. Internal and external design. Everything here has a purpose. Everything. It may not look like much, but everything has a purpose. On the website, you'll see a front and a rear. The reason for that is in the offset. You can see right here. See this? See right up into here. This is a front. So this has more offset to the outside to clear your knuckles and all that stuff. This is a rear. See how far out it is? This pulls the tires inside on the rear and lets the front stick out a little bit more for clearance. If you're using, say, VRD axles, just get two sets of fronts. That because they're the same offset and all that. But if you're trying to comp with capper width axles, get a front and a rear. The reason is capper axles are notoriously wide when it comes to get through gates. This right here will allow you to work the front over because you can position the front a lot easier and it will pull the rear end in tight. Simple as that. This is a front one. I've got the carbon over top of the brass and all that. These are not weighted. There is no provisions for weighting in these. If it's highly requested, I could do that, but it's not part of the game plan for these inserts. But yes, it can be done if you really, really want it. But profile is smooth all the way around all of this. The inside does have this ridge to it. The inside, you can kind of get away with that, but the outside, having a ridge on the outside is like, what, so 10 years ago? Yeah. The inserts currently on the website are very specific for these wheels right here. The cheap carbon fiber ones off of Amazon, they fit into this groove. This is what locks them side to side. So this is what allows me to set the offset from side to side. This is a rear one right here. See a whole different profile to this one. See how bad it is all the way out into here? Now this was a test tire. I rubbed the front knuckle pretty bad on it, so that's why I've got the rub. The tire itself is good, and I'm not throwing this thing away until I completely destroy it. Simple as that, right? So this will serve on the rear just fine. These hubs right here, you may look at that. It's like a Reef's 225 hub. Very, very flush with that. I mean, you can see it is very smooth. I like these hubs. I bought like a whole bunch of them. But anyway, yeah, you can see the offset. See how it pulls everything in. So these inserts, see this right here will be fine. Yeah, this is actually a production one. You've got this right here, which holds you, all right? Kind of like the Pro Codes and all the different inserts where I talk about making it half an inch wider without making it a half an inch wider. Well, it's all because of this right here. Now, these right here, let me see if I can show you. Look at this. That is all the way through. What this does is this is triangulated. Look how it's triangulated. It's triangulated like this. So as you're driving and you're pushing like this, guess what? It's triangulated back to the hard part of the wheel, the rim area, the beadlock area. Now it will compress. So you do have some compression here and it will work. And honestly, these things drive like foams, but with side hill control like a printed insert. I mean, it is printed, right? Before I take these out to drive them on an Executioner, Executioners are available at exocagesrc.com. Links below for that. These are also linked below. Remember when I told you about the front, rear? If you got VRD or SCX 10 width axles, just go and get the fronts all the way around. If you're running capper axles or the, MES axles like that, get fronts and rears. This way you get the proper offset so you can make things work right? And get to them gates. Now, let's go and get these things outside. Let's go ahead and go drive them. Just guys, this is an all new design. It really is. And Is it going to replace the Pro Code? No. The Pro Code is, in my opinion, the more higher end hardcore crawler guy, competition level guy. I do feel that the Pro Code does have some advantages over this one, but this thing is really close though. It really is. Let's get outside. I want to start the video right here. I want to show you guys some of the characteristics of these tires, how they work, how they absorb edges, ledges, and things like that. And this is a really good way to get this. See the back pulling right there. So the truck coming in at about 5.4 pounds, 63.37 on the weight bias. So with all that in mind, these, and like I said before, and I'm sure I will say it again, are for the competition guy that just really doesn't want to mess with foams at all. If you're high end in the competition, the Pro Codes are still going to be your choice. These are not replacing the Pro Code. These are in addition to the Pro Code. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. I really love the way these things act. They act really similar to a foam. They just like a foam, except for they have the printed sidewall support. So that's a big deal. A real serious racer, you're still going to choose the Pro Codes because you get the foam, the real foam of your choice to put onto those, and the tuning ability and all of that. So that's a big deal when you're really, really competing. But if you're just a backyard comp guy, this right here is your thing, man. It really is. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these do on the market. Now on the table in there, if you let these sit, I do recommend that you store your vehicle with the tires off the ground. These tires here, or these inserts, they will get a flat spot if you let them sit. But just like anything, like the old bias ply tires, I know some of you young guys probably don't even know what a bias ply tire is. I get that. But all you got to do is just drive them a little bit. It'll come right out, which is what I've got right here. I let the truck sit for about an hour, specifically on the ground, just so I could get some flat spots. And I did get some flat spots, okay? But they're all out. So it's just kind of one of those things. You just kind of go with that. I mean, we've had some foam. Well, let's talk about foams. Foams are not created equal. Some foams have an inherent quicker response rate than others. And with the Pro Codes, you have access to any foam you want. These right here, they are what they are, but they are a plug-in and or pop in and play kind of a thing. Woo, buddy. There we go. Now, the side hill ability of these is in some ways, I think, superior to a Pro Code. A Pro Code, a little bit harder on the sidewall, but you got more foam give all around through here. So with that, I mean, they're completely different inserts. I really like these. And also, the way these are set up, the rebound on these, believe it or not, is kind of similar to some foams. It's not a foam rebound, but it's similar, which is actually pretty refreshing to see. So really happy with how these are turning out, man. As you guys saw on the table, man, I went through so many variations. I mean, a lot of redesign. Started from scratch about 3 or 4 different times, believe it or not. And that's just kind of way it is, considering these they were supposed to be all internal design, but they are both internal and external. So let's go do some rocks now. Pulled this line right here with the Reefs video. I want to see if I can get it again because I think it's a really good line to get. And it's not that line. It's this line over here, which actually, that's a pretty good line to show the rebound, which is what I'm after right here to show you. The rebound on this is similar to a foam. I mean, it is really, oh my God, that's a rough one. Really a good deal here as far as the rebound and all of that. Let me bring it down over here. Oh, way back down. There we go. Drop back down. Let me see. Oh, that was easy. So rebound is a big deal, and my active inserts, they do have a little bit of rebound to them, but considering they're more for trail work and trail driving, man, this is a really good insert to run. The cheat codes are a very aggressive competition full insert. And by aggressive, they actually have, they're not a smooth running insert. They have a little bit of a bump to them. But that bump, if you guys recall when I did the video showing rock locks and rock claws and all that stuff, it gives a physical bump in the, oh, look at that, sweet. It gives a bump or a physical bite on the tire tread. And that can physically grab things, you know, as in like it can help with the traction and physical hooking and stuff like that. At least that was my whole purpose in doing that. Trying to the bump right here, look at some more rebound. This is a smooth insert. I really like this thing. I really do. Granted, I'm running them. They've only ever been driven on an executioner before. Only ever been on this executioner, but like I say, 63, 37, and oh, I messed up on my line right there. Oh, my back is going to come up high. I'm probably going to roll it again. Oh my goodness. But you see the tire compression, everything working. Let's go look at the other side, see how that is going here. Side roll is very nice on these. See if I can turn and make the bridge across this. Ah, look at that. Look at how these tires just pull right into here. Like I say, it's almost like a foam with printed sidewall control. I mean, obviously, oh, you get that with the pro codes and all that. Now, I want to point out these fronts here, they have a different offset to them. So different offset to the fronts than what I do on the rear. So if you've built an executioner like this, you go to the website, you'll see the different versions, like a front and a rear. The rear, see all the offset there? See how that's kind of pulled in? It makes you think that the foam has slid in, but it has not. The foam, like I showed you on the table, the little locking mechanisms into these wheels, actually pulls the back end in narrow. And this will give, I know it's upside down, look at how clean that back axle is. Look at the pass through. That is absolutely incredible, and it works like a charm. The front, the way this axle is set up, I know I probably showed you all this on camera. See this right here? The way this design is in the knuckle, it works incredibly well. I can actually do a little bit of shaving if I want to in there, but I think we're good to go here. The servo is, I would not want to go down anymore. So, but anyway, there you go with that. All right, let's go ahead and give this thing a good turn right here. If I can get myself way down here on this. You see that sidewall control? That is where it's at, gentlemen. Right there. Let's look at the inside of that. Inside, you got a little bit of bulge in there, and that's perfectly fine. The outside, like say you have a little gate over here, man, that outside is where you got to have that control. So the inside is working well. Nice turn up as well. Let's see if I can roll it right here. Let's see. Nope, sorry. Well, guys, like I said, these are not a replacement to the Pro Code. They are an addition to the Pro Code. These are for those that really don't want to start cutting foams and all that. They want something to drop in and run. And I really think these are these. I like the rebound of these. I like the feel of them. They are going to stay in this truck. Now, this makes it difficult depending on the vehicle I'm building. I mean, I guess if I have these for the tires and the wheels, I might go ahead and just put these in there. If not, they all get pro codes. Simple as that. So guys, these Xcodes and the pro codes are listed down below. Check them out, see what you want, and you guys have a great day. These are staying in. They really are. Have a great one. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.